Hi boys and girls. Today while we're talking about 3D shapes, I want you to pay attention to three important things. When we're looking at a 3D figure, its name isn't determined by its color or by how big or small it is or by the direction that it's turned. It's determined by the shape of the figure. So when we're looking today, I want you to notice that the 3D figures are not named by their color, by their size, or the way they're turned. So let's start by looking at these spheres. Are all three of these shapes spheres? Now remember, to be a sphere, it has no faces, no edges, no vertices. It's kind of like the shape of a ball. Are all of these in the shape of a sphere? Yes, they are. But are they all the same color? Nope. Are they all the same size? They're not. An orange is pretty small. I could hold it in my hand. A soccer ball, bigger than an orange, but definitely not as big as our world. And if I put our Earth on my iPad would have to be much, much bigger. So the size of the shape doesn't decide what its name is, and the color of the shape doesn't decide what its name is. Its characteristics or its attributes, the things that describe it, like faces, edges, and vertices, is what decides the name of the shape. Are all of these shapes in the shape of a cone? Do they have one face that's the shape of a circle? Do they have any edges or any vertices? Very good. So each one of these is the shape of a cone. But are they all the same size? Are they all turned the same direction? Are they all the same color? So this carrot is kind of laying on its side. Is the snow cone laying on its side? Would it be a good idea to lay the snow cone on its side? What might happen if you did? It would spill. For the snow cone container to work, it needs to be held with the point facing down so that the juices don't spill everywhere. But would you wear a party hat like that? No. For a party hat, it needs the face pointing down so it can sit on your head. So the way that they're facing does not decide that they're all cones. How about triangular prisms? Are all of these triangular prisms? Do they have 5 faces? Are 2 of the faces triangles and 3 of the faces rectangles? They are. But did you notice they're not the same color? Did you notice that they're really not the same size? I've never seen a candy bar that's this big as a house. That might be yummy, but I don't think I could eat it all. So their size doesn't decide whether or not they're a triangular prism. Their shape does. The characteristics of a triangular prism are that it has 5 faces, it has 9 edges, it has 6 vertices, 2 of the faces are triangles, and 3 of the faces are rectangles. And as long as a shape matches those attributes, then it's a triangular prism. No matter what color it is, no matter which way it's turned, and no matter how big or small it is. Let's look at a rectangular prism. These are all different sizes. They're all different colors. Some of them are very small, like a domino, and that box could be very big depending on what's inside it. The box and the Kleenex box don't look exactly the same, but they're still rectangular prisms. What makes them rectangular prisms? Well, they have 6 faces that are all rectangles. They have 12 edges. They all have 8 vertices. So they're all rectangular prisms. Let's see what that means for cubes. Did you notice that the box is on the cube page and on the rectangular prism page. Do you remember why? Do you remember that a cube is a special kind of rectangular prism? The only difference is a cube, all of the faces have to be the exact same size. So all of these are cubes, but they're all also rectangular prisms. And did you see that they're not all the same size? Did you see that they're not all the same color? And did you see that they're not all turned the same way? But they're still all cubes. We have one more to look at. Do you remember what shape we haven't looked at yet? We haven't looked at a cylinder yet. A cylinder has two faces that are circles. It has no edges and no vertices. And all of these pictures are in the shape of a cylinder. But they don't all look exactly the same. They're different colors. Some of them are short, like the drum. Some of them are tall and skinny, like the batteries. The log is laying on its side, but they're all cylinders. So remember the three things we learned today. The name of a 3D figure is determined by its faces, edges, and vertices, not by its color, its size, or which way it's turned.